Welcome to the second annual SEIJIN-shiki, the US-Japan Friendship Coming of Age celebration. Before we begin, let's learn what Seijin, Seijin-no-hi, and SEIJIN-shiki is all about. What is a Seijin? Seijin means a matured person. When you look at the word itself, the term Seijin is written with the kanji sei, becoming, and jin, person. Seijin refers to the stage of life when you are truly becoming a person. You are a matured person, an adult. Seijin-no-hi, or the Coming of Age Day, is a national holiday held on the second Monday of January to honor young adults who have turned 20 years old. It is a way of welcoming them into society. On SEIJIN-no-hi, the SEIJIN-shiki, the coming of age ceremonies, take place across Japan in city halls and other official centers. What is the history behind this Japanese tradition? The SEIJIN-shiki has been celebrated in Japan since the Nara period. Back then, it was called genpuku and mainly focused on boys from aristocratic families between the ages of 12 and 16. SEIJIN-shiki, the coming of age ceremony that we know today, originally started in 1946 in Warabi City, Saitama Prefecture, as a youth festival with food and entertainment. This festival was initiated during post-war turmoil with the hope of encouraging young adults to become the next wave of leaders and revitalize the nation. 2 years later, in 1948, the Japanese government set January 15th as a national holiday, and Seijin-no-hi, the Coming of Age Day, became official. Many of the young women dress in a gorgeous kimono called a furisode, and young men wear a haori and hakama, the traditional men's kimono for the SEIJIN-shiki, the coming of age ceremony. Customarily, on SEIJIN-no-hi, new Seijin return to their hometowns for the celebration. It's a highlight of their life, reconnecting with old friends and communities, as well as celebrating their newly gained freedom and responsibilities. It is an essential rite of passage in Japanese culture. The JIA Foundation wanted to bring this tradition to the USA. We successfully organized our inaugural SEIJIN-shiki in January 2020. The 2021 SEIJIN-shiki committee members have been mainly working remotely since last summer. And finally, we are excited to welcome you today. begin the SEIJIN-shiki. Connect, create, and celebrate! Congratulations! Here are the Seijin of 2021.
Afternoon and hello to all on YouTube. I'm live from Seattle. I would like to welcome you to the second annual SEIJIN-shiki, the Coming of Age Ceremony. And you just met the class of 2021, and I would like to personally congratulate the class of 2021. 第2回日米友好成人式へようこそ. I'm Natalie Newcomb and I will be your host for today. 本日の成人式の司会を担当させていただきます。ニューカムナタリーです。ここからは英語が B になりますが、どうぞ最後までお楽しみください。I first would like to take a moment to introduce myself. I am a senior at Washington State University studying broadcast journalism. And I'm also an announcer for NPR's Pullman, Washington's affiliate, Northwest Public Broadcasting. I had the privilege of attending the very first SEIJIN-shiki last year, and it was so great to be able to see old friends, classmates, and I even got to meet new people. So today, I encourage you all to slide into Zoom DMs. Today, I'm live from the Japanese Cultural and Community Center of Washington. We have 4 volunteers here with me today, and we have many more working remotely. This is live, so there may be a few technical errors, but we ask you to be patient with us today. This cultural center is originally a Japanese school built by Japanese immigrants. Today, it is a cultural hub for the Japanese, and it is the oldest operating Japanese language school in the United States, which was established in 1902. So thank you to JCCW for hosting us today. But first, we have welcoming words from the SEIJIN-shiki USA 2021 Committee Chair, Manami Honda, and JIA Committee President Megumi Ijiru Haskin. 最初に2021年度日米友好成人式の運営委員長、本田愛美、成人式の主催団体 JIA ファウンデーションの代表、いじるめぐみからの挨拶です。
Hello everyone, it is my great pleasure to welcome all of you to the second US-Japan Friendship Coming of Age celebration, also known as SEIJIN-shiki USA. I'm Manami Honda, Committee Chair this year. Thank you for joining us today for this special occasion. It is sad not to see you in person, but going virtual has allowed us to invite people nationwide and internationally. We want all new Seijin to feel connected and share their joy with their peers from different locations as a class of Seijin 2021. This year, the first 200 Seijin received the package, including the event program, the logo sticker, and a certificate by mail. This logo is a new design this year, representing friendship of Japan and the United States, with a pattern symbolizing a wish for happiness and a peaceful life for all. We've also received congratulations from people in our community as senpai message. Senpai in Japanese means a senior or a mentor who you look up to. There are many messages available on our website, so please visit our website. Today's event would not have been a success without generous support from many of our community members. This event is endorsed by the Consulate General of Japan in Seattle, the Japan Foundation, the City of Bellevue, and the Japan Business Association of Seattle. We are fortunate to have been awarded a grant from the City of Bellevue Art Program this year. Now, we want to give a big thank you to our premium sponsors, Distant Land Coffee, Itoen, and the Mitsubishi Corporation Americas. Many more companies, organizations, and individuals donated generously to support this event, as you can see. We were able to raise more than our fundraising goal this year. Thank you very much. We also want to thank Kimono Art, who provided a kind support with the beautiful kimono demonstration you will see later during this event. We'd like to express our sincere gratitude to everyone's contribution and support for SEIJIN-shiki USA. Last, I want to appreciate all my committee members who contributed their time and effort to this event. Again, thank you for joining us today. We hope today will be a memorable occasion.
Konnichiwa, New SEIJIN friends. I'm Megumi Ijiri Haskin. Today, I'm proud to be representing the JIA Foundation with Manami, who just spoke, and fellow board members who are working behind the scenes to make this ceremony possible. First, let me explain what we mean by JIA. JIA stands for Japanese in America. You don't have to be Japanese. We consider anyone who feels connected to Japanese culture and values to be JIA. If you have even a little bit of Japanese-ness in your heart, you're JIA, and we welcome you to our community. JIA Foundation is a very small NPO based in Seattle, Washington. We are all volunteers, and we all have busy day jobs, but we have a focused mission and lots of passion. Community, education, and identity are the core of what we do at the JIA Foundation, and our mission is to connect and empower JIA to make their lives the very best. We provide various learning opportunities and social events for the JIA community members, young and old, in Japanese. We added the SEIJIN-shiki to a to-do list last year. It is a hallmark of Japanese life, but has not been introduced widely in America yet. Why not add more celebration in your life, right? We did not just bring the Japanese SEIJIN-shiki to America, but we localized it in JIA way. We wanted our version of SEIJIN-shiki to be a space where we can connect and empower Seijin in America, and we wanted to be inclusive and celebrate everyone's coming of age. That's why we're doing this in English. I enjoy looking at your photos that you submitted. Each of you is unique and beautiful. Today is for celebrating all that you have become and all that you will soon achieve. We have great speakers today. Why are they here? Because they care about you. They want to be a part of sending you off into a life of happiness. They want to share their experiences with you, to support you in pursuing your passion. Please walk away from today's celebration knowing that the entire JI community has your back, and we are here supporting you, and we love you. Whatever your background is, celebrate and be proud of your identity. I would like to see the SEIJIN of 2021 connect and grow together starting today. Congratulations and live your life!
Thank you, Manami-san and Iji-san, for your warm words. And thank you to all of our sponsors who made this ceremony possible today. Still to come, we have kimono art presented by Yu Ukawa, Master Kimono Coordinator, and you will get a chance to learn more about furisode and the traditional clothing worn to SEIJIN-shiki. And if you hear that bell, you know we're live because that means somebody is coming into our building. But before we get there, we have messages from our keynote speakers from Consulate General of Japan in Seattle, Hisao Inagaki, and our MC for last year's SEIJIN-shiki, JCCW's Lori Matsukawa. She is a board member. 次は在シアトル日本国総領事館より 稲垣総領事とここ JCCW のボードメンバーローリー松川さんからのお言葉をいただきます。大丈夫です。ありがとうございます。の中だけ入ってないです。
日米の架け橋として生きてこられて、二つの異なる文化についての理解を深められてきたのは大切なことです。Hopefully, you have learned valuable lessons from weakness and strengths of both countries and continue to learn even more from the traditions, cultures, and histories of both nations. 両国の弱点と強みから貴重な教訓を学び、さらに両国の伝統、文化、歴史から多くの知識習得を続けられることを願っています。It is more important now than ever before that we have individuals like you who have an international perspective and the ability to appreciate diversity, respect different cultures, and enhance collaboration and strengthen cooperation in order to work together as a team to solve problems. 皆さんのような国際的な視点を持ち、多様性を理解し、異文化を尊重し、チームで協力して問題解決するという組織力を高める能力を持っている人は、これまで以上に重要になっています。I hope that you will incorporate the best aspects of Japan and the US in whichever path you choose to forge. 日米どちらの道を選んだとしても、両方の良さを取り入れていただきたいと思います。Many years have passed since I celebrated my own coming of age ceremony. Therefore, believe me, when I say that time truly does fly by like an arrow. 私が自分自身の成人式を祝ってから何年も経ちました。ですから確信を持って言いますが、本当に光陰矢のごとしです。Since you are young, it is easy to forget that we are each given a relatively short amount of time to make our mark in this world. 皆さんは若いので、この世界で私たち一人一人が何かを達成するには、それほどの時間が与えられてはいないということを忘れがちです。You are still at the beginning of your journey, but you cannot know what detours may lie ahead. 皆さんはまだ旅の始まりですが、どのような紆余曲折が待ち構えているかわかりません。The pace your life will begin to speed up from now and time does not stand still or wait for anyone. 皆さんの人生の歩みは今後どんどん速くなり、時間は止まったり、誰かを待ってくれたりすることはないでしょう。So speaking from experience, I want to encourage all of you to seize every moment going forward. すなわち、経験を申し上げますと、これからの一時一時を大事にされることを皆さんにお勧めしたいと思います。Try to make each day better than the day before and maximize every day's potential to create a brighter tomorrow. 毎日を前日よりも良くし、毎日の可能性を最大限に引き出して、より明るい明日を作りましょう。Thank you and good luck.
Hello to all of you who are celebrating SEIJIN-shiki. It is an important occasion, full of promise and hope, and I'm honored to be speaking to you today. "2020 was a difficult year. The world was and still is fighting an invisible and sometimes deadly enemy. Most of you attended school over the internet. Instead of traveling and exploring, most of you had to stay put and stare at four walls. You were distanced from family and friends. But here's the good news. You made it. You're here. You are a survivor, and for that you can be proud. As you step forward into adulthood, after surviving the COVID pandemic, you are now the senpai for those who are coming after you. You will be the one that they will look to for direction and inspiration in the days to come. Remember, you are a survivor, and you can share this accomplishment with those who are younger than you. I applaud your accomplishments and wish you the best in the years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Consul General Inagaki and Ms. Matsukawa, and I would like to apologize about the audio error. Hopefully you were able to read the subtitles. 音声に関するミス、申し訳ありませんでした。SEIJIN-shiki. When you think about SEIJIN-shiki, what do you think of? I think of brightly colored kimono and long furisode. So let's take a moment to learn more about furisode. 次は着物アートによる着物のプレゼンテーションです。
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Kimono Art Master Kimono Coordinator Yu Ugawa. Congratulations to all of the new adults attending the JIA Coming of Age Ceremony. If I may, I would like to ask you to use compassion and gratitude make world peace and a bright future. I have been involved in kimono for 50 years. With kimono, there is love transmitted from mother to child, child to grandchild.
Nowadays, it is common to rent or buy a new kimono for the SEIJIN-shiki ceremony. Traditionally, however, the mother owns a kimono that she gives to her daughter, who then hands it down to her daughter. The kimono can be adjusted as needed so that it can be worn by women of different sizes. This ensures that a single kimono can be enjoyed and passed down for many generations. In this way, kimonos are a symbol of love, connection, and family lineage. To wear a furisode kimono, you need a lot of materials. Obi musubi is the way you arrange and tie the middle belt portion at the back of the kimono. The average width of an obi is 30 centimeters. The average length is 4.2 meters. Isn't it artistic that one long piece of fabric can decorate a kimono in such a beautiful way? The long sleeves are believed to keep illnesses and bad fortune at bay and make a wish for happiness and good health. The movement of the furisode sleeves wards away evil and also serves a romantic purpose. By moving the sleeves around in a furi-furi motion, left to right, you signal that you like someone. Moving them front to back signals that you do not like them. Traditionally, a portrait photo is taken on the day of the SEIJIN-shiki and is used for omiai, the arranged marriage process facilitated by family and friends. It was common for formal-style kimono photos to be taken in studios. Nowadays, young women take joyful group photos that, while are not for the purposes of omiai, are memories they will keep for a lifetime. They have exercised more creative freedom lately by choosing places like the Sorakuen Park in Kobe City to include natural scenery into the backdrop, further magnifying the beauty of the kimono.
Kimono is a Japanese national costume comprising amazing traditional craftsmanship. Through kimono, I sincerely hope you can feel the spirit of Japan. It is a great honor to be able to help you with this international goodwill event. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Miss Yu Ugawa. And oh my goodness, there are so many things that go into a furisode. Can you imagine having to have two people help you? Well, I think we should start a trend and add long furisode to our clothing so we can secretly signal to someone that we like them by doing furi 6 feet away. It's perfect for COVID times. Up next, we have our committee members. We made a list of senpai or people who we look up to, and we contacted senpai who we wanted to receive messages from. And we shopped for the stars, and some of these stars took time out of their busy lives and sent us a message. Take a look at these 5 amazing senpai who make a difference around the world. 次は世界を舞台に活躍されている5人の素晴らしい先輩からのメッセージです。
Congratulations, everyone. I'm Naoko Yamazaki. On this occasion of coming of age ceremony, I would like to express my congratulations to all the new young adults. especially in this COVID pandemic. I appreciate those who have organized this SEIJIN-shiki ceremony under US-Japan friendship. As an astronaut, I greatly appreciate international collaboration in space programs like the International Space Station. With collaboration, we can achieve bigger goals. An African proverb says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. And I believe going together will be more sustainable. Please keep in your mind that each of you are a member of this spaceship Earth, and we are all crewmates on the same boat. Sometimes you may feel you get lost, but sometimes there are no clear maps in life. It is you to create your own maps. You are explorers. So believe in yourself and let's enjoy the journey. I wish you all the best and all the good luck. Congratulations.
Hi, congratulations. My name is Takashi Sato. I'm an infectious disease doctor at the hospital in New Jersey. Now you're officially adult. That means you're an independent entity, making your own decisions, being responsible for it. One thing I want to tell you is whatever you choose to do in your life, career-wise or life, do as much as possible and hard as you can. And always keep in mind that you can switch your career or your decision down the road. In my case, I decided to switch to my current career in my late 30s, and I received my medical degree in the mid 40s, so that's a possibility. And also want to tell you that don't settle too early. If whatever you're doing right now doesn't feel like that's the one you want to do for the rest of your life, or not making you happy, and keep on looking for it. It'll eventually come to you. So anyway, congratulations, best of luck in your future.
こんにちは、北岡奈子です。今日はこの機会に、願いの叶え方をご紹介したいと思います。まずは、とにかく自分の心の声を聞いて、自分のやりたいこと、心がワクワクすること、夢、野望、願い、何でもいいので、まずそれを思い浮かべて、あなたの持っている心のキャンバスに自由に描いてください。そうすれば必ず願いは叶います。そして願いは叶えなければないものでもなくて、すべてのものはこうでなくてはいけないっていうことはないので、その時その時自分の心がワクワクする方向へぜひ、歩んでいってほしいと思います。今日はこのような素敵な機会をいただきありがとうございました。皆さん本当にご成人おめでとうございます。
2021年成人式を迎えられた皆さん、おめでとうございます。私は片目の飛行教官ことエアロジパングプロジェクト代表の前田真二と申します。 実を言うと、私が20歳の時、成人式に参加をしていません。交通事故に巻き込まれ、通院生活をしていたので、そのような余裕がなかったんです。2020年、コロナという事件が起こりました。でも、死なない限り人生かすり傷という名言があります。よって、生きていれば様々なことに挑戦ができると思います。私も片目ですが、このように飛行機を操縦することができます。ぜひ皆さんも自分の夢、目標に向かって頑張ってください。Good luck and congratulations!
新成人の皆さん、ご成人おめでとうございます。私は現在、国連の平和維持軍というところに勤めています。山形の小さい田舎町で育った私は、国連は遠い存在でした。それが今、紆余曲折を経て、憧れだった国連で働くことができています。夢は追い続けていればきっと叶うと思います。そのために若いうちからどんどん新しいことにチャレンジをして、どんどん失敗を積み重ねてほしいと思います。アメリカは失敗に寛容な国だと思いますので、ちょっと自分に自信がなくても、ぜひ、勇気を出してトライしてみてください。そこから失敗しても成功しても、そこからきっと新しい何かが見えると思います。皆さんが新しい夢に向かって羽ばたいていく姿を応援しています。おめでとうございます。
Wow, that is quite the lineup. And remember, all of your senpai was once 20 or 21 years old, just like you. I mean, I was 20 years old last year too. Again, thank you, senpai, for taking time out of your busy lives to send us these beautiful messages. And there is nothing stopping you from fighting against a pandemic, working across borders, flying through the air, going to space, or even testing the limits of your sports. Now, whether that sport is underwater or it's kendama, but speaking of kendama, we have two super new seijin, the Gallagher twins, Nick and Zach. They are professional kendama players and they are international icons, as it sounds like we have some of their fan base here tonight. They have a special performance and message for you. 次は世界的に有名なけん玉のプロ選手であり、新成人の双子のギャリガー兄弟、ニックとザックさんからのメッセージとけん玉のパフォーマンスです。
What's up, guys? I'm Nick. And I'm Zach. And congratulations, New Seijin 2021. This past year has been crazy, as you all know. Pandemic. It's brought uncertainties to all of us. And I think it's really important to, instead of focusing on the past and future, to really stick to the present. One thing that I've been carrying through my life for the past 9 years, and something that we've actually shared together, is kendama as our main passion. It's something I've been doing since I was a kid and now as an adult. So I think especially during this time, it's time to go out, try new things, see what you like, and hopefully you find something that clicks just like kendama did with us. One thing that's helped me get through this whole year is by really focusing on my current time with my family and friends, a schedule to stick to make sure I'm most efficient with my time as possible, and focusing on my passions. After all, you are only 20 or 21. Yep, we're still young. As we come into this new year, let's try to make it as enjoyable as possible and find something that we love. Once again, congratulations everybody. Let's celebrate today and look forward to good times ahead.
Thank you, Nick and Zach. Now I have Kendama here, so I'm going to see if I can pull off a trick. I practiced for 4 days, so let's see how this goes. Oh, going to give me another shot. Oh, so close. Well, Nick and Zach, you're going to have to teach me a couple more tricks as, you know, I may be joining the international competition that you guys won a while ago, or in 2018. But we have many more exciting performances coming up, and Nick and Zach are joining us on Zoom today. So I would like to remind the new SEIJIN to stay on after the ceremony so we get to meet them. Coming up next, we have representatives from the class of 2021, Yushi Nakaoka and Nadisa Kuraishi. Take a listen as Yushi explains how he discovered his identity in America, and Alyssa discusses what this ceremony means to her. 新成人中岡祐志くんと倉石ありささんからのメッセージです。
Hello everyone, my name is Yushi Nakaoka. I'm currently a sophomore at the University of Washington, pursuing a degree in material science and engineering. Going into college, I was confused and pressured to find what I wanted to study, so I consulted my dad. He told me the advice that I'm sure you all have heard before. Do what you like and make a living off of it. I can't tell you how many times I've heard this and brushed it away as a bland advice, but this time I decided to give it a chance. What do I like? It's a simple question that was hard to answer at first. You have to really think, what do I like, without thinking, what do I like that will lead to a career? Once I began thinking plain and simple though, I was able to answer that question. I really like sneakers and streetwear. Now, I'm no fashion critic or big-time sneaker collector, but I do like to think about what shoes to buy and what outfit to wear when I go out. And looking into that field, I realized there was a demand for materials engineers. This simple reason pushed me into the direction of material science. I may have never chosen or even known about this major if I didn't think about what I truly liked. Enough about school though, I'd like to think and talk about how my upbringing has affected my identity through culture and language. As the son of a Japanese immigrant working in Seattle, I grew up speaking Japanese at home and English everywhere else. My dad's position in the US was temporary, so my sisters and I were put into Japanese school on Saturdays to be able to fluently speak Japanese. Throughout my life, I've always been conflicted as to what to label myself. That is, am I American, Japanese, Asian American? None of those words felt right to me. Although my parents taught me Japanese culture, I'm still American born. And although I was born in America, I like Japanese media and culture more. The labels Japanese and American only described a part of me, and never the whole. I'd always keep the two identities separate, never mixing my Japanese and American social life together. I wanted to fit in. I never introduced my American friends to my Japanese friends or the other way around, because I needed to feel like I was just like them. I didn't want to show the other side of me. However, slowly but surely, I began to recognize that even those I wanted to fit in with weren't just one-dimensional Japanese or American people. My classmates all had best friends outside of Japanese school, and my American friend moved to Israel for religious reasons. It's quite easy to see someone and categorize them into a single word like American, Japanese, Asian, whatever it may be. But beyond the superficial label, each person has their own unique story that is never the same. I believe these labels must be something we identify with, not something we identify as. Too often, we force ourselves into becoming something we are not. We all have parts of us that fit into stereotypes and parts of us that don't. And we should recognize this complexity within ourselves and not be restricted by the label itself. So today, as we celebrate our coming of age and common interest for Japanese culture, I would like everyone to celebrate our unique selves just as much and not be ashamed of who you are. Because at the end of the day, we're all weird and different. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Alyssa Karaishi. I'm a second-year student at the University of Washington studying political science, and I've been in charge of the social media for the SEIJIN-shiki planning committee. If I'm honest, I wasn't planning to be one of the Seijin who would make a speech. I'm not the best at them, and I didn't think I could be inspirational. But when they told me I'd get the chance to wear a kimono, I jumped at it. Of course, one reason I wanted to wear the kimono is because they're beautiful works of art and the culmination of centuries of tradition, but also because I would get the chance to show my grandmothers that I'm still connected to my Japanese heritage. Now, we all know that the dress code for this ceremony was to wear something that makes you feel like an adult. A lot of us probably reach for a nice suit, a dress, or even a crisp white shirt. I think that kimonos are perfect for this dress code, not just because they're traditional for SEIJIN-shiki, but because they symbolize adulthood. I learned something about kimonos a while back. It's that kimonos are designed to improve your posture because the obi makes you straighten your back. Suits do the same thing. You can't slouch in a suit unless you want to look unprofessional. Why do we reach for clothes like these when we want to appear adult? It's because straightening your posture signals to others that you're present and you're aware of how you appear. That's one part of being an adult, self-awareness. It's both internal, as in being aware of yourself and how you're doing, and external, as in being aware of how others perceive you and how you impact others. That's something you learn when you grow up, that you have an impact on the world. Kimonos are also highly traditional, so they're suited for ceremonies like these, where we follow in a long line of generations who've all participated in this recognition of adulthood. And they're easier to put on with the help of others, a way of the previous generation passing the torch on to us. I think that's why we signed on to this ceremony, picked out an outfit to match the dress code, and showed up today. It's because we wanted to feel like we were participating in something bigger than us, to feel like we're part of a community. This is why the Japanese coming of age ceremony is unique. It's a celebration of the coming of age of a whole generation and the creation of a new community. Adulthood requires so much more from us, more pressure and responsibilities, and less time to stop and take a breath. But I want to remind you all, we all have a community of people who want to help and will help if we ask. And we can always change the world around us, shape it to be what we want to see, because our existence has an impact. I hope that when you look back at this ceremony, you're reminded of that.
Thank you, Yoshi Nakaoka and Arisa Kuraishi. I hope through this ceremony, you've gotten a chance to think about what it means to be you and what it means to be an adult, as everyone has their own meaning. But there is no rush, as I'm still figuring it out myself. I would like to give another reminder that if you are new Seijin but you're watching this over YouTube, please make sure that you rejoin us on Zoom for the Nijikai or after party. You'll get a chance to meet the Gallagher twins, Yushi, and Alyssa virtually. Together, we're going to play Kahoot and give away prizes. But coming up, we have beautiful harmonies from the University of Washington's a cappella group, Fermata. ワシントン大学のアカペラグループ、サマータの歌をお聴きください。
Congratulations on your SEIJIN. We are Fermata, and we would like to present the songs You Deserve Better and Side Effects. Arigato!
I'm just not sure my heart is working, and yours is beating double time. Deep down you know I ain't even worth it. It's not enough, babe, all I do is make you cry. Like ooh, oh, ooh, oh, I know I do this every time. Like ooh, oh, I know that I just got to say what's on my mind. You just deserve better, better, better than me. I might be what you want, but I'm not what you need. You're better, better than you even realize. You deserve better, better, better than me. Might be what you want, but I want you to see you're better off without me in your life. And I hope you find somebody else that will love you like nobody else. Yeah, and I hope it gives you something real. Oh, I love you still, but you deserve better, 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 better.
It's 4 a.m. I don't know where to go. Everywhere is closed. I should just go home. Yeah, my feet are taking me to your front door. I know I shouldn't though. Heaven only knows that the side effect of my loneliness is you. Oh, you're all that I want. No good at giving you up. Come on and give me some love tonight. Oh, you're all that I want. No good at giving you up. Come on and give me some love tonight.
I think about it all the time. Yeah, make it happen in my mind. Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah.
Oh, you're all that I want. No good at giving you
You deserve
up.
better,
Come
better,
on and give me some
better.
love
I might be what you want, but not what you need.
You deserve better, better than me. Might be what you want, but I'm not what you need. You're better, better than you even realize. No. You deserve better, better than me. Might be what you want, but I want you to see you're better off without me in your life.
And I hope you find somebody. Better, 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 better.
Thank you, Fermata, for such a powerful performance. And as we're nearing the end of today's ceremony, I would again like to congratulate the class of 2021. New Seijin, I'm giving you permission to pat yourself on the back. You have made it so far and you have so much more ahead of you, and I hope you're excited for it. Let's take a moment to recognize the class of SEIJIN 2021. And for those of you joining us on YouTube and supporting these new adults, please take a moment to applaud the class of 2021. 2021年新成人の皆様です。 Congratulations, Seijin of 2021. As we are closing today's ceremony, I would like to remind the new Seijin to please stay on Zoom or rejoin us on Zoom as we have a nijikai or after party beginning shortly after, where you'll get a chance to win some fun prizes. Some of those prizes are beautiful furoshiki like these, and you will also get a chance to win some of these beautiful pieces of calligraphy. This is done by the same person as the person that did the calligraphy in the back there. If you need Zoom access, you can find the information in the description box of the YouTube link. Remember, this is only for new Seijin and it will not be broadcasted onto YouTube. 新成人の皆様、Zoom で二次会をするので、ぜひ参加してください。Thank you to all of our sponsors who made this SEIJIN-shiki happen today. And when I say sponsor, it is not just our corporate sponsors, but also individual donors. Thank you to the community of JIA and thank you to JCCW for letting us use this space today. And let's take a moment to thank the team that have been working very, very hard to bring you this ceremony. And thank you for having me as your host today. And thank you all who joined today. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2021. 新成人の皆様、成人おめでとうございます。